Okay, we're trying to show. Oh, we're trying to solve for n. All right, yeah, no problem. So to get n alone, what we're going to do is we're going to write the formula for permutations. So we have 14. Oops, can't write with black. We have 14 times whatever this guy means. Okay, n permutation 3. So n is the total number, and 3 is how many spots are available. So n would be the total, so that's going to go up top. And then we're choosing 3. So that means we're going to do. I almost forgot that formula. So it's NPR. Okay. Like if we had 5 spots and we're choosing only 3 of those spots. That's like having one. No, that's like 5 runners. Okay, yeah. So this is a number of runners, this is the number of spots, and so if we have 3 spots, like a first place, second place, third place, whatever, 5 people can be there, 4 people can be there, and 3 people can be there. So if I was to write this with the formula, it would be 5 factorial, because that's how many different ways we could finish. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's 5 factorial. But we have to cut off the 1 and the 2. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go 5 minus 3, because 3 is the how many spots you're choosing. And what you would get is 5 factorial over 2 factorial, and the 2 factorial would cancel out the other. Okay. Yeah, I'm remembering all this. So it would be n factorial over n minus r factorial. All right, so back to our problem up above. Let's erase all this stuff. Sorry, guys. I needed that really quick to remember the formula. Okay, so this would be n factorial n minus 3 factorial equals, and on this side, it's n plus 2 factorial, because that's the total, and on the bottom, it's going to be n plus 2 minus 4 factorial. All right, so a little bit of simplifying would make us able to solve this. So let's do simplifying first. Okay, so this would be n minus 2 factorial. Okay, um, it, okay, so for over here, for this side, I'm going to simplify that. So it's going to be 14 times n. I saw somebody ask a question about a formula, and no, that's the combination formula. This is a permutation formula. So anyways, back to what we're doing. We're going to go n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3, right? Because that's what factorials do. You just keep multiplying the number times the next smallest number. Like if you had 6 factorial, it would be 6 times 5 times 4. So you just keep going down, and you can stop at any point and just say factorial. That would be the rest of it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do right here with these guys, because I could cancel out these now. I cancel out those two n minus 3 factorials, and I'm left with this guy. Ooh, which is a lot prettier. And then on the other side, because this number is technically smaller, I'm going to expand that numerator, the n plus 2 factorial numerator, to get n plus 2. I'm going to have to clean this up. I'm running out of space. N plus 1, just keep going one less. N, and n minus 1, and then n minus 2. Ran out of space there. Factorial. Now I could cancel out the n minus 2 factorial on the bottom. I guess I just love canceling stuff out. That's why this is fun to me. Okay, so next, I think I have enough space on the bottom. Let's see what happens. Okay, next we have 14 times n minus 1 times n minus 2 equals n plus 2, n plus 1, n, and then n minus 1. Now we get to cancel some stuff out. So if you divide both sides by n, these would cancel out. And n minus 1, that would cancel out with that one. This is what we got. Okay, so now we got to solve for n. After we simplify, get rid of the factorials, now let's solve for the n. Okay, let's erase this. We'll get a different color so it kind of looks organized. So we have 14 n minus, that would be 28. So I took this 14, I went times n times 2. On the other side, I would get n squared plus 3n plus uno. All right, so then I got to get everything on one side. Looks like we have a quadratic on our hands. Let's move these guys to the other side. So this side's going to be 0. On the other side, I have n squared, and then it's going to be 3n minus 14. So that's going to be negative 11n. And then I'm going to add 28, so I get 29. Oof. Man, I hope I didn't do something wrong because that does not look factorable. Solve for n. Did I do everything right? Did I multiply right? That part's right. N minus 3 factorial. Other side, we have n plus 2, n plus 1, n minus 1, n minus 2. Oh, shoot. No, that was right. That's right. I got n minus 2 there. That's right. Okay. So, man, I got 29. That's, how do you factor that? The only other way to solve that, I guess, is using a quadratic formula, which I don't really want to do. I wouldn't think that this book would have this type of a problem in there. Maybe after this video, I'll figure out what I did wrong. It's supposed to be plus 2, not plus 1. How do you see that? Oh, very nice. Good job. Okay, so n times n is n squared. That's n. That's, yeah, okay. So that's supposed to be 2. All right, oof. That makes everything pretty again. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, so that means we're going to go, oh man, can I still factor this? So what times what gives me 30? We have 6 and 5, which won't add to 11. Oh, they're both negative. Okay, 6 and 5. So our answers, n equals 6 or 5. Shebang-a-dang. I wonder if we should check that. Should we check our answer here? Let's see if that works. Now, if some of you guys might have a scientific calculator, the scientific calculator has a permutation operation on there, which is kind of fun. So you might be able to use that to help you out. Let's see if n was 6, permutation 3, and then the other side would be 6 plus 2, permutation 4. All right, let's see what we get here. Over here we have 8. 8 choose 4, so it would be 8 factorial over 4 factorial because we go 8 minus 4. I should probably write that out so you guys get used to the format. 8 minus 4 factorial, which is 4 factorial. Now on this side we have 14 times 6 factorial over 6 minus 3 factorial. Okay, cleaning stuff up here. We're going to get 14. I'm going to do extra here. 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial and 3 factorial. Those are going to cancel out. On the other side, let's go 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. Oof, it's really tiny right there. Cross out the 4 factorial. So on this side we have 14 times 6 times 5 times 4. On this side we have 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. So does that side equal that side? Okay, I'm going to use a calculator for this. I don't want to multiply all that stuff out. Where are you, calculator? There you are. Look how pretty you are. 14 times 6 times 5 times 4. We get 1,680. And on the other side, we have 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. Ooh, look at that. It works. Oh my gosh. I don't think that this is something that you necessarily need to check, but that was actually kind of fun for me to check. So I checked the 6. 6 checks out. I'm not going to check the 5 because this video is getting way too long.